first, can we just have one more celebration for one Goodness, that's so exciting. Congratulations, both of you. Fun times ahead. One of the things that you were working on in this speech is to have sections of it that were less scripted. And that was a challenge that you had received in feedback prior to this, and I think that really worked for you. One of the things that Muffy did is she had a solid intro and she had a solid conclusion, but in the middle she allowed herself to speak more naturally and to tell those personal stories just from her gut. And I think that really worked for you. I think that the emotion that you had in those sections really allowed you to connect with your audience. So I would encourage you and challenge you to do that even more and to take that that structure that you used and continue to do that in future speeches. You asked me to look for crutch words, and if you had them, they were not distracting. I did not notice a lot of crutch words or pauses that made us feel uncomfortable or disconnect with you. So you might go back and look and see in the video, there may be some there, but they weren't distracting to me. I think that this ability to speak naturally allowed you some great just off the cuff moments. One of the ones that I really enjoyed is when you were talking about the dog and you just said, and I still wanted to keep him though. You know, I think that was a great connection to the audience. A couple things that I would encourage you on is you started off your speech with a question, and I think it was something along the lines of, what happens when our expectations don't go along with God's plan? I think that you started it off in a way that didn't grab us as well as it could have. It kind of just was it just stayed, it just stuck as opposed to grabbing us in. So if you're going to start your speeches off with a question, really think about how you're going to grab the audience with that question. Like, what happens when your expectations don't go along with God's plan? It's just a little inflection on that. There were a couple slides at the beginning that you lost me on with the graphics and the words, and so that could just be me. I was evaluating you. But I really thought you did well with the later slides that had more of the pictures that took us in the story with you, and less words. I thought that the trash compactor and finding the dog and the trash compactor, that obviously got all of us. One of the things I would encourage you on is to go even deeper in your descriptive words as that. Take us with you. What happened when you were finding this dog in the trash compactor? And one of the ways I'd encourage you to do is to think about using all of your senses when you're telling those kinds of stories. What did you see? What did it smell like? What did you hear? Take us on that journey, almost like a virtual experience. I would encourage you to do that. I thought you did an awesome job there at the end, wrapping it up and allowing us that great surprise. And we look forward to more stories from you on this experience. So thank you, great job, and congratulations again.